Ladies and mostly gentlemen, today we're going to take a look at the Kyrian and more specifically the 40 Renown rewards that you'll be receiving in Shadowlands. But before we get into that, guys, I just want to thank the sponsor of this video, and that is my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me streaming the Shadowlands beta or pre-patch every single day, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. Right, so this is the Kyrian video. This is the third video I've produced. We've done the Venthyr, we've done the Night Fae, and now we're taking a look at the Kyrian. Just like the previous videos, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what is Renown and how you get it, and why it's important in the Shadowlands. So Renown is a new currency which is linked to your Covenant. There are 40 levels of Renown, and there's a couple of ways to gain Renown, and it's capped per week, similar to the Rathian Cloak, where more levels of Renown will unlock each week, and there'll be a weekly cap, as I mentioned. So to gain Renown, the two main ways will be just simply gaining Anima for your Sanctum, or bringing souls back from the Maw. But you also can get Renown from your Covenant campaign, but that's not available every single week. So if you do miss a couple weeks, it's not the end of the world. There is also a catch-up system from the get-go, and this essentially will just add Renown rewards to your basic things like PvP, PvE, raids, dungeons, etc. So really you're not going to fall that far behind, because you'll naturally just gain Renown even if you do miss 2 or 3 weeks of the progress. So that's pretty much it about the system. So let's take a look at some of the rewards that you'll be receiving as a Kyrian. So Renown level 1 is just simply among the Kyrian. This is what you're going to get for joining the Kyrian. Level 2 is going to be Deepening Bonds. Now this gives you a 2% increase on your stamina. Not the greatest reward, and you're going to see that a couple times here, but it is what it is. Renown 3 is a upgrade to your Soulbind Pelagos. So Pelagos is the first Soulbind you'll be receiving when you join the Kyrian, and those Soulbind rows are locked behind Renown. So the more Renown you gain, the more of your Soulbind you'll be able to unlock, and the more conduits you'll be able to place, which means more power for your character. Renown level 4 is Undiscovered Adventurer. So this is complete the Bastion story, Pride or Unit to recruit a new adventurer. So could be some sort of spoilers, which is why they're not showing it on the Renown thing here. Pretty interesting, yeah. So Renown level 4 will be a new adventurer. That is for the mission table, which has had a bit of a revamp in the Shadowlands. At Renown 5 will be the next chapter of the Kyrian campaign called Trial of Ascension. Renown 6 will be your first piece of Transmog, and this is the Halo of the Harmonious. Personally, I think the Kyrian have some of the best Transmog in the Shadowlands. The Halo of the Harmonious is absolutely awesome. It's this huge ring that just floats on the back there, obviously takes over the back piece Transmog slot, and is pretty great. And one thing I like about these 3D backpacks is that they actually don't clip with your weapon, because they hide the sheath of your weapon when you have them transmog. So the Halo of the Harmonious, pretty great backpack. There is a better one, but we'll show that in a bit. But yeah, the Halo of the Harmonious is level 6, so you're going to get that pretty darn quick. Renown 7 is a Soulbind upgrade once again to Pelagos, and an upgrade to your unrated PvP item level. So this will allow you to upgrade your PvP items up to rank 5. This unlocks just periodically through Renown, and those are upgraded through honor points as well. There is a bit of controversy behind that. I don't want to get into it, but at level 7 you'll be able to upgrade your PvP item level. Renown level 8 is the next chapter of the Kyrian campaign. Renown 9 is a Soulbind upgrade to Claire, that'll be her 4th row. Renown 10 is another upgrade to Pelagos, that'll be his 5th row, and an increase to your World Quest rewards. Now this one is important. You're probably going to look at this and think, right, World Quest rewards, dude, I'm just going to be gearing through dungeons and raids. Well, essentially some of your conduits will be from World Quests, and those conduits do have item level, and the item level is competitive in the World Quest rewards, so that is something you definitely want to get up, and that's something you want to take a look at and upgrade as fast as possible. Renown 11 is the next chapter of the Kyrian campaign, Righteous Retribution, and the Kyrian Hearthstone. So the Kyrian Hearthstone currently has the wrong icon. As you can see, that is actually a Maldraxxus icon, but the animation is there, and it's not too bad. Now, what I noticed about this one is that it's extremely similar to the Collector's Edition Hearthstone, which was available when you pre-purchased Shadowlands. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, but if you already have that CE one, probably not worth. But yeah, the Kyrian Hearthstone will be available at Renown level 11. Renown level 12 will be a Companion Seeker, which is for the mission table. Renown 13 will be the next chapter of the Kyrian campaign, and another upgrade to Claire. Renown 14 will be a memory. These are essentially legendary powers. So Renown 14 will grant you another legendary power, which is purchasable from the Renown vendor. The Renown vendor will sell all of these things that you're unlocking for Anima. Anima is essentially just another currency that you're going to be grinding out through World Quest and different things. Renown 15 is a Soul Keeper upgrade. Souls from the Maw are used for upgrading your Sanctum. It's not player power related, but to get this upgrade, it's not too bad. You can upgrade your Sanctum nice and quick. And obviously, the more souls you can bring back, the faster you can upgrade it. 16 will be your first pieces of Transmog for the wrist, hands, and waist. We'll take a look at all those sets in a bit, but 16 will be the first pieces that you'll be able to purchase from the Renown Quartermaster. Renown 7 brings in another chapter of the campaign and a companion Clara for the mission table. 18 is Claire, another upgrade, the 6th row of Soulbinds. At 19, you'll be getting another level of Deepening Bonds, which is an extra 2% on your stamina, and another increase on your World Quest rewards. Now on the beta, the characters are capped out at Renown 40, and the conduit rewards at that point are actually eye level 200, which is the equivalent of normal Castle Nathria conduits. So it is competitive. If you're not a big high-level raider, this is a nice, easy way for you to obtain some of the conduits at a nice high item level. Renown 20 is the next chapter of the Kyrian campaign, closing in. 21 is another upgrade to Pelagos, it'll be his 6th row of traits. 22 is another chapter of the Kyrian campaign, and another upgrade to your PvP item level, and this is up to rank 7. 23 is your first mount, and this is the Phalanx of Purity, and I do love these mounts. And one thing I love about the Kyrian specifically is that the mounts and the Transmog match absolutely perfectly. So it is a great looking mount. It obviously uses that tiger animation, and they're called Phalanxes. There's a load of colors of those available through various means in the Shadowlands, but the Phalanx of Purity will be your first non-elite mount at Renown 23. Renown 24 is a Soul Keeper upgrade once again to receive more souls from the Maw. Renown 25 is a upgrade to Pelagos, it'll be a 7th row. 26 is more of that Transmog, you get the back, legs, and feet available for purchase. 27 is another companion for the mission table, and a pet called Ruffle, and maybe slight bias here, but Ruffle is probably my favorite Covenant pet. It is just a small Swolkin. He is so adorable. Little Ruffle there, I love him. And obviously as a Kyrian, your signature ability is to summon a Swolkin. So you can have two of them out at the same time. You can have like a big one and a little one. So big fan of Ruffle, and you'll be unlocking Ruffle at 27 Renown. 28 is another upgrade to Claire. 29 is your first upgrade to Mechanicos, this is 7th row, and another increase to the World Quest rewards. At 30 is the final row for your Soulbind Pelagos. The thing is with the final row is that it's not that important anymore. The best abilities do actually come at the top, as they recently switched around the Soulbind tree completely, but it's still very important to unlock all of it as you get more slots to put your conduits. 31 is another upgrade to Mechanicos, it'll be its final upgrade. At Renown 32 is another upgrade to your Maw Souls, and the final pieces of these sets. So let's take a look at some of these sets for the cloth, leather, mail, and plate. Now, one thing that's great about the Kyrian, as I mentioned, is that they all match. That all the colors are kind of uniform, and they do actually match in all of the different armor types. The cloth one is probably the weakest out of the bunch, and the mail one probably one of the best. That is something I'd never thought I'd say. So the mail set for the Kyrian is probably one of the best mail sets in the Shadowlands, and maybe even the game. That's up for dispute, but mail set, big fan of that. I don't like the helm on the plate set, but I think the rest of it is fine. It's a great bunch of sets, and the whole set will be available for purchase once you get to Renown 32. Renown 33 is the Companion Bron, that's for your mission table again. Renown 34 is the Harmonious Wings of the Ascended. Now this is my favorite back piece that they've developed, matches the sets perfectly, and it's these wings. They literally bounce around like crazy. I've got them on this plate character, as you can see here. Looks so good with that set right there. It's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait for my Kyrian warrior to rock this set. I think it looks so gosh darn good, and those wings are so awesome. Big fan of the wings. Obviously this is the silver version. There is other colors available through different means in the Covenants. And also at 32 you'll be getting your final row for Claire, your Soulbind. 35 is another increase to your stamina, another 2%. 36 is an enchant. This is the Illusion Transcended Soul. This is available from your Renown vendor, and it looks like this. Unlike some of the other weapon enchants, the animation isn't as prominent as some of the others, but it is still a cool effect, and it does make your weapon look see-through as well, with some kind of like purpley flame coming off of it. But it's pretty subtle, but it's not too bad. And you'll be unlocking that at Renown 36. Renown 37 is the Elysian Arsenal. Now, I have a problem with the Elysian Arsenal. Check this out. Look at the color palette of these weapons. Yeah, it's purple. I don't know why. Now, there is silver weapons available, but for some reason, those are the mythic items from Castle Nathria. So I don't know why they've gone with, you know, the silver palette for the Renown gear and the mounts, and then the purple palette for the weapons doesn't really match up. All of the other Covenants match perfectly as well, which is like the strangest thing. I'm unsure if that's actually a bug or intended, but it's a little bit annoying that you're going to be unlocking this full set and then having to find other weapons that match, or Mythic Raid. So not exactly that accessible for everyone, unfortunately. So that's the Elysian Arsenal. I think the weapons in general do look very good though. I'll give them that, but the color palette is of course wrong. At 38, you'll be getting another companion for the mission table. 39, you'll be getting the epic Phthalional Phalanx of Purity, and it looks like this. So a perfect upgrade from the previous one, the non-elite version. I love the anima like flowing out of this thing. It is a great looking mount. Love the animations on it. As I said, it does use kind of the tiger animations, but I think it's got that kind of unique enough look to not really be like another generic sort of tiger. Big fan of the phalanxes, as I mentioned. I love this elite version, and I think it's going to be a great addition to my mount collection once I hit Renown 39. And finally, at Renown 40, once you've capped out all of that Renown, you'll be getting the title Hand of the Archon. And this is your name, and then Hand of the Archon. This is the same for male and female characters. You are always going to be just Hand of the Archon. And that's it. And that is the Kyrian rewards for the Covenant. Let me know down below what you think of these Renown rewards, guys. As I said, I am going Kyrian on my warrior. I'm looking forward to a lot of these. I really do hope they do change the color palette of those weapons, though. That seems like a really big problem to me. I mean, it is still beta, so hopefully we have time to change it, but we'll see what happens. So let me know down below what you think of these rewards and what you think of the Kyrian in general. As I said, big fan of this Covenant. And keep an eye on the channel, guys, because I will be taking a look at the Maldraxxus one early next week. So before I go, guys, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome, and if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and as I said, I am now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to check me out streaming the Shadowlands beta or pre-patch every single day, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.